see if this is working. Okay. So, perfect. All right. Yes, keep your video off. I just live stream this to the world of YouTube, which is cool. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. My name is Jean Collins. I love to educate on helping with just your mindset, your health, and really creating your best self and creating your life. And that takes making a decision and really understanding where you're at, maybe what you don't like about your environment, and deciding like what is your version of your best self. And not asking someone else. This all comes from you and from within. So when you do that, you are maybe taking back some power of a little bit of confidence, right? Or a lot of confidence. Because over time, we've had opinions and judgments that has probably hindered us. I know I have. I know that I have compared myself. I've been at different times in just different situations. And the more that I understand myself and who I decide that I want to be, right? Like, so some of this, like, I think of like the best version of myself is like having glowing skin, always having energy, having that enthusiasm, bringing that energy and that enthusiasm and passion into everything that I do, into every interaction, and really knowing like when I need to come back and refuel. So that energy is one important aspect. Also, having a fit body, that could be another part of the best version of you, or great digestion. So, like, decide what is your best version of yourself. And so, this comes from within. I do believe that health and wellness, when you have amazing health, you are able to have great relationships. You are able to have great communication because you're really truly thinking. So, peppermint is actually one of the oils that helps to understand the gut brain connection. Sometimes you can have a headache because you haven't eaten, right? Or you haven't been staying hydrated. Hydration is so important. And so we really need to understand the importance of our gut health to our mental well-being and our emotional well-being. So that and just health in general is just so important because like I recently didn't feel good. Like I literally came into the new year still feeling a little crappy. And I think that like I trust the process. I have new tools. I've already shared a few of them with people of like adding frankincense to your water along with mineral essence or the Young Living Vitality drops to help you stay hydrated because minerals have been taken out of the water and that's not cool. We actually need a lot of these trace minerals to help our bodies function in a very proper way. So then that's going to help our immune system. That's going to help our emotional health and our mental well-being, right? So we have to be really aware of the different ways to be healthy. So hydration is definitely one of them. So knowing what you want, right? Deciding, making that decision. And there's some questions that you can ask yourself. What are my current results? Do I like my current results? Do you like them? Do you like all of your relationships? Do you feel like you have great communication? So break it down to different areas in your life: your personal health, your wealth, your abundance. So wealth and abundance, your physical health, and also what is your financial health too, right? So break that down. And then part two, or the second part, because this is 3 simple steps. And a little bit about me, if you don't know me, my name is Jean Collins. I love, like I said, to educate on health and wellness. I used to get sick all the time. So I already kind of knew some tools, right? When I said I was sick about a week, 10 days ago, I had some great tools. And then I also used to have really bad pizza face acne. I actually have, I have a diagnosis of asthma and some knee issues. And all of this I have been able to improve. And therefore, I help others do the same. And I did a lot of this by ditching toxins and utilizing essential oils. More on that later. The second part of this is making a plan to achieve your best self and sticking to action steps. So, like, if you want better energy, you kind of also need to have great gut health and great digestion. You probably also need to have a fit body. It is just a fact. Excess weight puts more stress on our organs. So we don't want to have that happening. We also probably want to be more hydrated, because when you have that hydration, like I was saying earlier, the key of hydration is adding this mineral essence and the Young Living Vitality Drops, YL Vitality Drops, which are the electrolytes one. There's also one that have caffeine, which you could use too. But with having those minerals, that helps the whole function of your body. So it's going to help with your digestion. It's going to help you have a fit body. Because if you're not drinking enough water or the adequate amount of water, your digestive system isn't working properly. And you really should have at least 2 bowel movements a day, at least 2. I would say going 30 minutes to an hour after you eat is actually the best and shows that your digestive system works properly. So maybe exercise, like maybe that's part of your plan, because you're like, you know what? I do really want a fit body. Well, you're still going to need the energy to go exercise. Can you guys start to see how this is all connected in some way? And you will have to have good digestion. You have to eat well in order to have a fit body. Eating a whole bunch of processed foods is not going to help you have a fit body. And it's really cool because when you have good digestion and you have good energy, it's going to help your skin, because there's this thing called the gut skin axis. So a lot of the time, I recently had a member share with me that she was having some on location issues. One of it was a spicier oil. She did say she'd used the carrier oil, but I was like, okay, that's your gut and your skin showing you, it's giving you a sign that your gut is not processing things right. Because our skin is our largest organ and we see it every day. We don't recognize that we have to make sure that we're staying hydrated to take care of it. And we have to make sure that we're eating healthy to take care of our skin. And we have to make sure that we are having the proper immune support. Again, it's the gut health too. So with all of that, I'm going to mute. Okay. With all of that, we want to make sure, yay. Okay, perfect. They see me. We want to make sure, so first part, decide what you want for this year. And yes, it is the 5th of January. And you could still make that decision today. You still have a lot of the month and you still have the whole rest of the year. You could literally, if you wanted, maybe you even start on the Chinese New Year. Actually, honestly, though, you should start today. I never think you should wait to start a new routine. That is just delaying your results. There's no point. You could start today, like right now. I'll be like, okay, you know what? I am going to get healthy. I'm going to ditch these toxins. I'm going to be using essential oils every day. I'm going to really understand and take care of myself and take supplements every day. Because yes, nutrition does come from our food. However, our food is really over processed. Well, packaged food is for sure is over processed. What I meant to say is our food is over sprayed and has a lot of pesticides, especially in the US. I've actually had friends that went to Europe. They ate for 2 or 3 weeks. And they're like, dude, I no longer had this little gut. It was crazy, because Europe has more strict standards on the pesticides. Anyways, so eating nutrition and eating raw foods and eating the perimeter of the grocery store is going to help you create your best self. That is another little tip and trick. The third component, though, since I'm doing this in 3s, is really ditching toxins, because toxins are causing those skin issues. There's literally toxins that create the weight gain. They create the foggy memory, the low energy, the hormone imbalances. Really, the hormone imbalances mess with your energy. Again, the cycle, you guys, it is literally a cycle, and you have to break it. So the easiest toxin to avoid is the word fragrance, even the word natural fragrance. There is things like formaldehyde you should avoid, TEA, DEA, sodium lauryl sulfate, talc, bismuth, nanoparticles. There are a lot of things. So my story, a little deeper, I know I started utilizing essential oils through my little brother having night terrors. And he later was diagnosed with autism. My mom had gotten her premium starter bundle, and we do still have premium starter bundles. I'm going to chat a little bit about those oils today and go over some of them. And there's really no wrong way to start, but that is where I started with essential oils. And that is what I use every day. When I was sick, you best believe I was using oils. I was also using supplements, and I have ditch toxins. So ditching toxins was actually not really an awareness for me until the 2011 convention. We started using essential oils in December 2007. So I've used essential oils for over 16 years. We were on vacation. I remember my mom had her premium starter bundle, and we just put them all on our feet. It's literally neat. We literally took an oil and we put it on our feet. Like we had our feet together. And then we put oils on. Oh, I'm almost out of Valor. Dang. Okay. It's there though. So we dropped oils, pretend that my hand is actually my feet together, kind of like it's not cross-legged because then you're not, but instead of crossing your legs, you touch your feet together and you take a drop, right? You take a drop. We rubbed our feet together, and that's actually, I think at that point we were rubbing our hands on our feet. I stopped doing it that way because of when studying and stuff. Peppermint is great for that alertness, but it's not really good for getting in your eyes. Any oil. If you accidentally get essential oils in your eyes, you need to use a carrier oil. So like olive oil or almond oil, put that in your eye and then let that kind of go around, and then you can rinse it out with water. I know it sounds weird, but that's what you do. Because oil and water don't mix. And if you flush it out first with water, then you're pushing the essential oil deeper into your body, so you're making it more intense. That's a rare situation that's happened. Generally, essential oils are safe. Read the labels. A lot of oils I do put on neat because I also understand Valor has a carrier oil already in it. So if I put on Thieves, which has cinnamon bark and clove, I already have a little bit of a carrier oil on my skin. So I'm fine. Plus, putting it on your hands, we have thicker skin on our hands. Even us women, even though we don't have calluses like men, we do still have thicker skin on our hands versus on the palm of our hands versus the outside of our hands or other areas. I do sometimes though also put oils on my wrists because I do have a very active life. So oils go on my wrist, so then I can use my hands, right? Like touching my face and things like that. When I need to create a scent tent, so like I had a lot of lung issues. I already told you this last week. I already told you I put frankincense vitality in my water along with either citrus fresh or orange, something like that, right? I also put RC on my chest or Raven. I ran out of Raven, so I switched to RC. Raven comes in the starter bundle. Raven is a blend. This is Raven. All the starter bundle oils are in 5 mLs. But Raven is a blend of camphor, lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, and eucalyptus. So those are all oils that are great for your lungs. I needed some lung support. Also, there is lavender. Lavender is a great calming oil. This is also, you could also get the Make a Shift bundle. Oh, my diffuser. Well, I have a video I just did on my diffuser. For those of you watching from YouTube, you can check out that video later. My diffuser's in the bathroom behind me. So you'll get to see that later. Okay. Lavender, though, is really great for sinus support, calming, and it's also amazing for if you like bump things to help you just keep your color of your skin the same. So anytime I bump my head or I'm running into something, one, I do use Valor because that means I'm out of balance if I keep, like I was snowboarding 2 weeks ago and I fell 3 times in one run. I've snowboarded for like 10 years. So yeah, a few of it maybe was hitting fresh ice and things like that. But I also was like, I also knew from a few days ago that I felt like my energy was being drained at a social situation. So I was off. Me snowboarding, you need a lot of balance if you don't snowboard. So I was like, okay, I need to go. So I went, I used the 3 oils that I had. I created the scent tent and I was like, I am balanced. So you can add words to this too. Lavender, though, is also a good balancer of the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system as well. Citrus brush, like I said, citrus brush is one of the oils that I've been using in my water to help with my lungs, as well as to help with my digestive system and to support my liver. And citrus brush also, when you smell the aroma, it's just very uplifting. And essential oils, when you use them and you create those scent tents and you smell them, they go to the limbic center of the brain and they help with your mood, your heart rate, your blood pressure, directly to the brain. It's really cool. So this is a lot of the time when you are creating your best self, you have to have a good attitude. You just do. You have to be in a good energy. So essential oils can help you get there. If you are feeling frustrated, you might need some purification to help purify and to help like get rid of that frustration. Purification is also an essential oil that you do not need a carrier per the description. And you can just literally rub it on your face. That's it. Just rub it on your face. I did that for my skin. I used to have pizza face acne, and this is when I was still using crappy cleaners. Remember, I started with oils, then Ningxia Red and supplements, and then in 2011, I learned about toxins. I did not realize that toxins were just grandfathered on our shelves, and many of them are still on our shelves. And therefore, once I learned that, I stopped buying any sort of personal care product or cleaners that were not Young Living. Why? Because Young Living has 24 farms internationally. We have a very strict cease and desist process. We actually have an out of stock list. So when things go out of stock until we have the right quality, notice I said quality, then we don't have it. So also, Peace and Calming was another oil that came in and comes in the starter bundle. I love Peace and Calming to help with my focus, as well as to help me at night to go to sleep. So I've used this during the day, also to help wild children calm down and help myself be calm. I also frankincense. Frankincense is my skin oil. Remember, I used to have really bad skin. So frankincense is what I use to have beautiful, amazing skin and keep it that way. I use it before or after washing my face. I started using frankincense and lavender and purification on my skin, and I was still using crappy cleaners with toxins, right? But I was still getting amazing results. So now that I don't use any of those crappy cleaners, both personal care and toxins, like I use these Thieves Soap cleaner for everything. Laundry, there's also these laundry soap, dish soap, everything. This all matters, you guys. And And it also matters the level. Like I got rid of my head or my fever in less than 48. I was actually less than 36 hours. And what was I using? Super C, Ningxia Red, peppermint, peace and calming, lavender, and drinking citrus fresh. I use products when I don't feel well. I probably missed something too. I have it written down in another area. So in closing, there are a few ways you can get started. The Make a Shift bundle comes with a beautiful diffuser and 6 oils. 4 of them are, you got your thieves for your immune support, you got your lavender, you got your peppermint, and your purification. These are great for skin, gut health, immune system. Then you have stress away and deep relief. That's great for muscles and just getting stress away. There is the 12 oils in the premium starter collection, which comes with different diffusers. The best diffuser is the Aria, that by itself is like $250. With the oils, it's $265 plus tax and shipping. Although 10% off discount code ShareYL, so message me for that, gets you 10% off your first order with Young Living. I do highly recommend everyone join on Loyalty. Loyalty is how you are loyal to your health. You're loyal to creating the best version of yourself. You continue to get a percentage back, starts at 10% and goes to 25% back to use for free products. So you get points back. You also, in the first year, get gifts on the second, the third, and then pretty much every 3 months. It's just an amazing way. Young Living also gives different gifts at different dollar amounts. It's just so awesome. Again, it's loyal to yourself. Great way to save money, to earn free points, and also to just help you create systems. So you could start with a starter kit with oils, right? And then you can get Ningxia Red next month. And then you're like, oh, hey, I want to get the Thieves kit because I love these idea dishing stuff. Or you can just switch it up. So I'm here to help you figure out what is the best way to get started. You can also just do a one-time order. That's cool too. Any of the kits will unlock, any 100 PB order will unlock the 24% savings for a year. If you have become inactive, you just order another $100 of whatever. I highly recommend, though, that you get on Loyalty. It's the best way to commit to your health. I know that, yes, I did recently get sick, but I hadn't been sick in a couple of years. And earlier this month, or earlier last month in December, I fought something off 3 weekends. So it was end of November too, 3 weekends in a row. So I was doing pretty good until Nate got sick. And then I forgot to take a few supplements, Ningxia Red and golden turmeric. Remembered at 2 a.m. that I was already in my chest. And that's okay. There's also a little bit of grief for me around this time of year. Well, now it's the next, and it just is what it is. And it's just showing me that I need to support and I need to slow down and take a little bit more awareness, make sure I'm paying attention and taking care of myself. So thanks so much for tuning in. Have a beautiful evening. I am going to, I wonder, how do I stop the share? I'm going to stop the live stream. Hopefully it's safe.